So today we're going to help you out how to learn and improve your kick serve even if you are a completely beginner. Now before we get into the video, there is something I wanted to talk about. We have been getting on the last video some comments of people saying, oh, there is no way I can understand this guy. You should be learning English before you teach people how to improve their tennis. So I wanted to take some time and I wanted to explain why did we start our YouTube channel, the reason why we started. We're trying to help as many people as we can try to improve their tennis and trying to help them reach up to their next level. Because there is some people that maybe they don't have the money or they don't have the time to go to a tennis court and get a private lesson or go to a coach and to a pro and start asking them some questions to try to improve maybe their forehand or maybe their serves. So what we try to do with our channel is try to help these players for free on how to improve their tennis. Now, of course, it's very easy to come from home behind a laptop. It's like, oh, this guy has no idea about tennis. Oh, your forehand sucks. But what are you doing for these players that are trying to improve their tennis? Are you helping them? Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have a blog maybe that you are trying to make them improve? If you comment and you say, okay, your forehand sucks, great. Now tell me why my forehand sucks. So every other player knows why my forehand sucks and what can they do to improve. Okay? So if you comment, what we suggest you is, please be critic, but also try to be smart and try to help other people, because that's at the end of the day what we are trying to do with our channel. We don't get any money out of it. Like the amount of money that we get for the amount of hours that we put on is like really small, and we put so many hours on it with a full-time job. That's why the only reason why we do this is because we are trying to help people improve their tennis. So now, before we get into the video, I want you to stop this video and comment below why you start watching our videos and what's the thing that you like the most about our videos and about our YouTube channel. The best comment is going to get a free video analysis from myself. So to improve your forehand, you're going to send me a few videos of your forehand. I'll tell you how to do it, and I'll review them, and I will try to help you out, improve it, so your tennis game can improve with it. So now let's get into the kick serve. So we're going to explain you how to hit the kick serve, and we're going to give you a few progression of how to start from scratch or how to even improve it with the same drills that we're going to give you now. So first of all, you need to know what's the motion of the kick serve. So the difference between a kick serve or a flat serve, for example, there are a few differences, but the main thing is that the racket path. So when you hit a flat serve, what you're going to do is on the last moment, you're going to hit the ball and you're going to keep pronating the straight. So the racket, what it's going to do is going to keep going straight forward this way. Now on the kick serve, it's going to be a little bit different. What you're going to do is after you hit the ball, you're going to keep pushing with the racket up, and you're going to go up and to the right side instead of just going forward with the racket. So that's the motion that allows get a spin into the ball. Now, another very important difference is the point of contact with the ball. On the flat serve, the point of contact is up here when the arm is fully stretched. Now on the kick serve is a little bit different. On the kick serve, you're going to get it a little bit lower, so this way you can push up with the ball. You need to push the ball up, so this way the ball gets this shape and the ball goes way over the net and then it drops with the spin. You don't really want to do a low kick serve because the ball is going to end up going to the net. That's why it's important to push the ball up and get that spin. So now, let's get into the progressions. So, the first progression that I would suggest you to do is just do shadow swings starting from this position right here. So the only thing you're going to do is you're not even going to start on the trophy position or even dropping the racket. The racket is going to be in front of you, and from here I want you to just focus on doing this motion of going up and to the right. Now make sure when you do this motion is don't open the face of the racket. If you are here and you turn the racket this way, what is going to happen is the ball is going to end up going to the side, but it's going to be completely flat. So you want to make sure that the racket is a little bit facing the ground on the whole motion. And with this motion of going up with the racket, that's when you're going to be able to hit it up and the ball is going to get the spin. So after you practice this motion a few times, getting up and to the right, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same, but now we're going to above. So I'm going to be here. I'm going to make sure that I start with my racket in front of me and my arm is slightly bent here. And from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss the ball and I'm going to go up and to the right. So here, I'm going to go up and to the right. And you're going to see that you're going to be able to see the spin already in the ball. If you feel like your ball is going flat, go again to the other progression, start with shadow swings, and make sure the face of racket is closed. If you hit and your face of racket is open like this one, you're gonna see that your ball is gonna end up going to the right side. Now, if you master this first progression, we're gonna give you a third progression that you're gonna do to learn and improve your kick serve. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the position where the rackets are already dropped behind us. Now, make sure when you get to this position is don't bend your wrist and don't open the face of the racket back here. If you do that, the ball again is gonna end up flat, and you will end up slapping the ball with your wrist, and you don't really want to do that. You need to make sure that you pronate at the end. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the racket back. I'm going to toss the ball. I'm going to end up going up and to the right, and I'm going to stop the motion up here after I pronate my arm. So important. Pronate your arm if you want to get more spin and more pace on that ball. Make sure you don't hit and just stay here. If you supinate your arm, you're going to end up getting more slice on the ball, and you won't be able to get the full power. So I'm going to show you. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to let the racket drop behind my head. Make sure the face of the racket is close back here behind your head, and from here I'm going to toss the ball a little bit behind me, so this way it helps me to get the spin. And from here I'm going to end up going up to the right. I'm going to hit the ball up here, and from here I'm going to keep going up and pronate my arm. So I'm going to toss, I'm going to serve, I'm going to pronate after it. I'm here, I toss, and I pronate after. One more time. I start behind me, I toss, I hit, and I pronate after that. So as you can see, you are already starting to get the spin on the ball. So that could be a decent second serve already for some lower level players, like maybe like 2-5, 3-0 players. Okay, you're starting to learn the kick serve. That's already a pretty decent second serve, and it can give you some consistency on it. So the next drill that we're gonna give you, now you're gonna start on trophy position. So you're gonna start in trophy position. Now you're gonna need to let the racket drop behind you, and then from here, keep doing the same motion. Again, I want you to try to stop after you finish the motion up here. I don't want you to do the follow through yet, okay? So from here, we're gonna toss, we're gonna go up, and we're gonna finish up here. You can see that the ball goes way over the net, and the ball starts getting more spin now. So here, let the racket drop, and then go up. One more time. Here, let the racket drop, go up and pronate. So again, if you have the ball getting with the spin, we're gonna move on to the next progression. Now, make sure if you have the problem where you move to this progression that once you hit, your ball starts going flat to the side because you start opening the face of the racket, focus on keeping the face of the racket closed right before you hit it, and you will be able to start getting the spin on the ball. So now, the next drill that we're gonna do is we're gonna do exactly the same beginning on the motion. We're gonna start on trophy position, but now we're gonna end at the motion down. So we're gonna do the full follow through. So again, trophy position up here. Make sure the racket is straight up. Don't open the face of the racket back here. From here, we're gonna let the racket drop and then go up and down. Okay, at the beginning, the first one, you can start going slow, then do a continuous motion. So here, I'm gonna toss, I'm gonna serve, and I'm gonna finish down. Again, toss, serve, and finish down. So you can see how the ball is going way over the net, but I'm still making the ball in because of the spin. So now on the last progression, we're gonna add all the parts together. So again, if you didn't master one of the progressions, instead of keep doing that progression, what I would suggest you to do is go back to the progression before that one, master it, and it's gonna help you out to improve the next progression. Because if you don't master the most simple progression, how are you gonna do the full motion properly? It's gonna be very hard. So now on the last progression, we're gonna do the full motion of the serve. What I would suggest you to focus on is the time between the racket drop at the point of contact with the ball. That's going to be the most important part right here to get the spin of the ball. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the full serve. So from here, and we're going to do a kick serve. Here again, and kick. And one more time. Here. Most of times, if we do a good kick serve, we're gonna have the second bounce on the fence right away. So if you feel like your first bounce is behind the fence, that's probably because you're not getting enough spin or your ball is very. So try to get a little more shape on that ball, or try to accelerate a little more right before you hit it to get more spin, so the ball kicks more. Now, don't forget to comment below. We wanna hear from all of you those committed tennis players that want to improve their tennis. So make sure you comment below. Make sure you tell us what do you like our channel and how do you end up watching us. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, and check always the description below because we're going to have a lot of things coming on the next months. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next day.